So so all these like nice and cute meditation techniques, you should combine them with something that puts you through the pain. Your meditation can be running. You run, there's a system called chi running. It's all about how to run in a way like tai chi running. It's all about a way how to run in a way where you like maximize your breath and you really prevent injuries. It's a very smart way to run in a way where you don't develop injuries. So your meditation can be running and running through the pain. Your meditation can be dealing with your romantic partner that you can't get along with and just communicating through the pain. Whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just doing something righteous. Keyword righteous, where you go through the pain. The problem with the S&M movement, BDSM, I research stuff just to figure out what people are doing. The problem with that movement is most of the people in the movement probably aren't so concerned with if what that stands for bondage, domination, sadomasochism, right? So it's all about like sex and pain. They have some of the right ideas, but the that about going through pain and to go through pain through sexuality, there can be a great breakthrough, but they're missing some kind of higher ethical system, right? How many people in BDSM feel like there's a problem with premarital sex? The BDSMers out there, you're gonna, say, wait, okay, whatever. I know there's a lot of intelligent people in the movement doing intelligent things. No, I've never been so close to the movement. I'm not a secret BDSMer. Um, I've never been a member of the Communist Party. So to do something where you go through pain that's ethical, that's safe, that's sustainable. A lot of people, especially when they're young, they get this energy to like just go for it with something. And then they do it in a way that's, a little bit off in the beginning, doesn't have an ethical system, doesn't have a mentor, and then they just burn themselves out. And then later on in life, they just can't sort of motivate to like do something because the last time they really did it, they got burned. You know what I mean? So ethics and pain and practice and ethics. So yeah, it doesn't have to be sitting in full lotus. It doesn't have to be standing qigong, whatever you want. Doesn't matter. You could be sitting there and painting on a canvas for 10 hours and just pouring your soul into your art and working through issues you never dealt with through your art. The whole idea is to just freaking, excuse my language. Hananya says, we shouldn't even say the modified version of the swear. When you say freaking, you're obviously about to say something else. And he says, no, don't even say the modified version because it's really sort of connecting to the whole thing. The whole word, and the word connects to the whole tradition of just using foul language. And foul language is not a good practice, despite a lot of well-meaning people in hip-hop and a lot of artists that want to be free. No, it's not free. It's just debased lack of discipline. Yes, people, we're going to go through the thin door together. You're coming with me. You know who I'm talking to. You are coming with me. So we pick a practice and we do it, and when we want to stop, we don't stop, and we go through it, and pain comes up, and we relax through the pain, and we push through relaxing. If you're running and you want to stop, as long as you're running safely, which is why I say a system like chi running that's smart. You don't land on your heel, you land on your toe, whatever. If you're doing BDSM, you're doing it with your life partner who you're married to, and you have a rabbi to ask questions to when things might get a little too weird with it or something. There's a little small like religious Jewish BDSM BDSM movement. Someone told me it's like 200 people or something. Um, Whatever you're doing, you do it with ethics and safeness, but you bust it. You go through the practice. You go through the pain. Once your head starts screwing on a little straighter, you're gonna wake up every morning and just say, I can't wait to go through the pain. What's next? I try to get up every morning to sit in full lotus right away. If I sleep a little extra, I just feel lame. I try to sit in full lotus right away and get it going and burn through some pain, you know? So liberation is waiting for you on the other side of the gate, of the pain gate. I don't know. I feel like my getting a little misty here. My grandpa, I loved him a lot, but we could never like get on the same page, kind of, you know. So, so like when he was close to his death, when he was close to his death, he I went down there to Nashville, Tennessee, and I like hung out. I started hanging out with him, and he was on his deathbed. You know, it was real obvious, and he knew it. We knew it, and like something, like something opened up between us because of the death was forcing us through that gate. You know, it's so lame to like just wait for life to force you through stuff. It's the wrong way. You know, I mean, it's great, whatever. Thank God. Thank God things finally open up with us. You know. It's like a whole lifetime of things being like kind of blocked. It's such a shame, you know. So I just walk around. I look at all these people that don't really practice, and they're just blocked, and you can't relate to them. You take a step near them, and they're all defensive, and like this isn't life. This is like the zombie apocalypse, you know. Why are there all these movies, these zombie apocalypse movies? Because it's like that. People just want to worship their stagnation and make all these excuses for it and wait, and they're just waiting for death to force them through it. I guess that's like some kind of metaphor in the zombie movie, like zombies with death. I don't know. I haven't worked it out yet, but they're all kind of like, no, the metaphor doesn't quite work. I think it through more. Anyhow, we don't want to wait for death to force us through our gate. We want to go through the pain today and every day. People always accuse this kind of practice of being like masochistic or sadist. Yeah, if you have a real evil intention, it is. That's why an ethical system. That's why an ethical system is required for any real intense practice. There was a saying in Zen, if you really do Zen for real, you'll either become a demon or you'll go nuts, you'll literally go crazy, or you'll become liberated, you know? And there's a saying in Torah, the four rabbis who went to Pardes, you know, they try to go beyond, they try to really liberate themselves on a higher level. One of them died, one of them went nuts, one of them became a real heretic, and one of them was Rabbi Akiva, who was the head of the generation. So, yeah, we're not messing around, people. This is hardball. If you want a softball game, I can point you in a lot of directions to a lot of very nice schools where you pay a very nice amount of money and they treat you very nicely. In my school, I'm working on a new thing. If you're serious and you don't have money, I'll work with you for free, but you got to get a chunk of money and we're going to put it in escrow with a lawyer. We're going to make a bunch of agreements in our training. You know, you agree to train an hour a day, you agree to bust through the pain, whatever, real stuff. We're going to make a bunch of agreements. We're going to sign on it, notarize it, and if you flake on your agreements, then I take the money. And if you keep your agreements, great, it's free. I'm sick of people flaking out. So we're going legal, people. we're going to play increasing hardball. No more Mr. Nice Guy. But in an agreement like that, the rabbi would be the first borer, whatever agreements me and you make, there's a rabbi we both pick together. Rob Bencher could be one, the one I mentioned, and any agreement that we can't work out, if we have a disputation, we go to the rabbi, sort it out. So an agreement like I talked about with the money and escrow, we'd have a rabbi first off that would sort out any disagreement, and then if the rabbi agreed it should go legal, then we take it legal, and then if the courts side by me, I take your money, something like that. But I think most people that would work with me would just be honorable, probably. But I've had a lot of people treat my work very dishonorably over the years. You know who you are. But yeah, the free work with the money in escrow idea or whatever, that's only for people that are at least extremely serious. One of my Tai Chi friends in Boston, he told me I asked him how he got into it. He said he saw an ad in a newspaper. It said free Tai Chi lessons for serious students. So he found this teacher, and there was him and a couple other students, and the teacher was absolutely ruthless. That standing meditation I told you about, he used to work with them until they literally would just drop on the ground and they couldn't, they literally couldn't get up, because teaching students that are really going for it, is there any greater joy? Is there any greater joy than to work with someone who's really going for it? But yeah, if you you're welcome to come and pay me a normal rate, person. If you have normal money and you need this, be mature and set down fair rate and just pay me the normal way. But I attract a lot of people that kind of outside the box financially. So anyone who doesn't have money, I want you to come to me and we're going to work out a way to work together, Yeah, from now on, unless I completely trust someone 100%, I might do this thing. I'm going to help you raise, say, $5,000. Then we put the $5,000 in escrow with the lawyer. We sign an agreement, a training agreement. I'd be very motivated to help you raise the money because I want you to progress. We help it through. We put up a GoFundMe account for everyone that wants your health to improve. We make a benefit event where all the money's going towards your tuition. Then we put the money in escrow, and then if you keep through with your agreements, you don't have to pay a cent. It's called hardball, people. I'm a little sick of the softball by now. So we relax through the pain in the lotus, the jewels in the lotus, the when you practice, there's a preciousness you're bringing out. It's already inside you, and you're taking away the fat. When I say fat, I mean on all levels, the physical fat, the emotional fat. Some people are very thin, but they have lots of emotional fat. The mental fat, all these false ideas, false concepts. The judgment day is a-coming. The judgment day is upon us. It's true. Your day of death is coming. And whatever you're not working through, you're going to have to deal with it. Or the day of death, the people you love, is coming. Don't wait for that. Don't do what I did with my grandpa. I could have worked that out before if I had been creative enough or patient enough or whatever enough, But thank God we got to at least connect them. But, it's like a lifetime of lost of what could have been built. It's not about regretting. It's about whoever we have our stuckness with. It's about today. That's the practice. You go to them and you say, did I do something wrong? Is there something I can do? Can we open the channel? It hurts. It's awkward. It's a gate. It's going through the gate, Someone I worked with like 20 years ago contacted me out of the blue. Thank you for how you helped me back then. Now I have a baby. I didn't realize at the time how you were helping me, Felt nice, I try hard and once in a while someone gets it. We'll be right back.